Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Let Me Know Podcast plus pokelover 174. My name is Jay.
And my name is Vilnius, and as Jade said, today we have brought on a special guest, the possibly
Very special.
greatest Pokemon YouTuber of all time, pokelover174.
You're
Definitely, not possibly.
exaggerating me.
No, Alvin, you are very
Well,
good.
are we exaggerating or telling the brutal truth? You know?
I mean, I don't upload that consistently. My upload schedule is like 9 months, or in the case of this week, last week,
Well, listen.
2 videos a week.
That's pretty good.
Listen, one video every 9 months is okay as long as the videos are good, and they are, so... I don't have any complaints.
The first 2 videos of this year have actually been a lot better than they were like last year because my mic's not trash anymore.
That Pokemon 25th anniversary video was really good and really sweet, very emotional. I really liked it.
Yeah, I also very much liked it.
I see.
Well, you're making hella content, Alvin. Just know. So I guess before we get into a little discussion about something maybe we alluded to in our last episode, let's see, Vilnius and Alvin, how have your guys' weeks been?
It's been okay. Like yesterday, I had to go take a nap because I've been like running myself and uh, pretty hard. Like even though I've been like procrastinating a bit, so that's not helped at all. So yesterday, I had to go take like a 2-hour nap. I'm
Naps
still
are good,
feeling
man.
kind of well, I just like exercise, so like I guess that could be a cause for it since. You know.
Exercise is good. I really should be exercising. I have just been sitting still, lazing about for the last 8 months, but yeah.
You should exercise more.
I don't want to become
Yeah.
too unhealthy. My week was alright as well. I haven't been up to much, as I say pretty much every week. Yeah, got nothing new with me. How about you, Jay?
We're still breaking records. Vilnius has yet to do anything in the past year.
True.
Personally, have I done anything? I don't know. I haven't even been. Well, actually, we haven't. It's really been the last 4 days. We just recorded. To be fair, so
yeah,
it's our first Saturday recording in a long time.
Yeah, many months,
which is good.
But
yeah.
So today, obviously we brought on the Pokemon YouTuber to discuss the Pokemon. It's just hit its 25th anniversary of the franchise.
Like last week.
Yeah, last week it was. But with that have come some pretty big announcements, including remakes for the Diamond and Pearl games, which people have been asking for forever, practically.
15
Long
years.
time.
Yeah.
And now they're asking for Unova remakes already.
No. Already?
They are asking for Diamond and Pearl remakes right after Aura has released. They've been asking for like 5 years now. I mean 7 years now, and they've just got DP remakes.
That was 2014?
Yeah.
Oh my.
And Black and White just hit its 10th anniversary.
10th? Oh my god.
That's true.
That makes me
Like
feel
Japanese
old.
I love Black and White. We are
this
very
is like
old.
A time before, in the time before Pokemon had worldwide releases. So.
Yeah. And along with the Diamond and Pearl remakes, which, by the way, they're going by Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Shining Pearl. But along with those, we're getting a
good names.
Brand new game, Pokemon Legends Arceus, which is kind of like a new take on the series. It appears to be like an open world thing, and it's a prequel to all the games, taking place in Sinnoh also, but very far in the past, before any of the currently existing games.
Yeah, that's right. And it seems to be like taking place in a feudal era, and place, I forget the name. Eterna City. Eterna City hasn't been built yet, so that's what it should have.
I would say, more excited for Arceus than I am the Diamond and Pearl remakes. I like Diamond and Pearl, but I was never, the biggest Sinnoh fan. And even then, these new games seem to be pretty one for one as they've been advertised, which I'm sure is going to make a lot of people happy, but well, others maybe not so much. But the new game seems to be a pretty different uh, style than a lot of the current games, which is exciting because Pokemon is famous for being very derivative of itself.
and copying the same formula.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it's especially like when you use the first derivative test, you can take away the
Yes, that's what I meant by
you
derivative,
know,
of course.
yeah. Yeah, that's what he meant. Yeah. So I usually use the second derivative test on the Pokemon games to figure out the concavity, but that's just me.
um, I feel like this game has like a pretty interesting goal. So like on the Pokemon website, it says that your goal isn't to simply collect gym badges or like in the Alola games, go complete your trial so
Mhm.
you can get your Z crystals, but you have to go make the first Pokedex ever.
Okay. That is very cool.
Oh,
That is a very
that adds a different
big
aspect.
change. I like that a lot. This seems like a risk move, which they have not taken in a long time.
I think that's definitely a class move there because, especially for the more hardcore Pokemon fans, well, not necessarily just hardcore, but after you play a game, the next step is generally to fill the Pokedex on that game file. There's stuff that comes after that, but I think
Like
a lot of people really enjoy that aspect of
Hmm.
Pokemon, the collection and the exploration, the exorbitant amount of exploration you need to do, uh,
Have
and
you
stuff like
guys
that.
ever
So,
completed a dex in any of the games?
admittedly, no, because I
me
never
neither.
really had a game until Ultra Sun, and then I lost my cartridge. And also,
Oh,
someone stole my 3DS. But
what?
I do at
That
least have,
sucks.
like, in my
Yeah, that's
house. They also stole my charger, but
Jesus,
I have
that's.
I at least completed the main story.
that's brutal,
Have you
my
ever
friend.
tried emulating?
Well, yeah, I completed the ROM pack version of Heart Gold, like called Sacred Gold,
Hmm.
and
Nice.
I beat the game. But when I beat Lance, the emulator reset my entire game file.
That is very
Ah,
annoying.
shit, man.
After all that work.
That's not ideal right there, for sure.
But yes, I have also never completed a dex. I've never been one for the dex completionist aspect of the games. I usually when I beat a Pokemon game, I will either restart it or I will just work to level up everything I currently have to 100.
That's what I do too. Yeah, I definitely go catch other Pokemon that I would want, and
Mhm.
I shape that all in there and in my teams and stuff, and try and get them all leveled up to 50 or something.
Hmm.
Yeah. With this new game, though, if it's going to be entirely focused on the collecting aspect, I assume there will be some other changes to the core gameplay that will make the act of just searching and then getting a lot less tedious. Because that's my biggest problem with it is, the tedium of just going into
Hmm.
bush and searching for random. But of course, with this game, you
That's
can see the things before you go and catch them.
yeah, that's interesting. And also, like, based on what we've seen so far, the Sinnoh Pokedex, Sinnoh region seems a lot different from what we've seen before because we have
Hmm.
a completely different set of starter Pokemon, and
Yeah.
Wait, we do?
we have
Wait, I'm
Cyndaquil,
sorry.
Rowlet, and Oshawott, and they
Yeah,
all have
yeah.
like they. I feel I really like the starter choice they made because it ties into ancient stuff like
Well, you
Rowlet.
got your boy. You got your boy Rowlet in there too.
Hmm.
Yes, God Rowlet from the anime. Uh, Rowlet's the archer, Oshawatt's a samurai, and Cyndaquil is connected to Sinnoh because of the Sinjo ruins, I'm assuming. So maybe we could see that in the
Oh,
games. But
that is
I
really cool. I hadn't thought about that.
That is an interesting point.
also fireworks. So
Hmm.
What about it?
Cyndaquil could represent like explosives or fireworks.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm also big on this starter selection. In Johto, I usually go with Totodile, but Cyndaquil is awesome. And then Oshawott and Rowlet are the ones that I always pick when I play those games.
Is Typhlosion the favorite
Uh,
in?
Uh,
like the fan
Chikorita
favorite.
isn't that popular.
Oh,
I think.
yeah, that's right.
I think.
What's the final evolution?
Honestly,
Meganium.
from what I've seen, it's.
I think those starters just in general are a favorite set of starters. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
maybe not like for alligator as much because I've never heard anybody be like for alligator's great,
For
but you hear a
alligator
lot
is my
about
favorite
Totodile.
Pokemon.
I don't really
Is it
see
really?
that many people talking about Meganium because, in
Mm-hmm.
comparison to Venusaur, it's just not really that interesting.
I would agree.
I think a lot of people like the first of the lines, like Chikorita and Totodile. I think a lot of people really like,
Cyndaquil
and
is
Cyndaquil
usually
as
the
well.
favorite from where I see.
Well,
I see. Yeah, Totodile's my favorite out of that generation
yeah.
of starters.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I really don't like Croconaw. I don't know
I
why.
can't believe
well,
you, Jay.
middle starters evolutions are usually puberty, so they always look kind of weird.
I really like Torracat though.
Torracat? Is that the
Torracat.
S?
It's the
Uh,
bell fire type.
Incineroar chain.
Yeah. But no,
But
yeah,
that's just
Alvin,
because
you're
I love
right.
that chain.
They get the puberty thing. It's the puberty stage. They're often a bit wonky, but I feel like some of them still end up being kind of cool or
Oh,
fun.
Charmeleon is sick as hell, dude.
Charmeleon is all right.
I find myself liking Charmeleon more than Charizard.
Well, if you really think about
Oh.
it, Charmeleon is just Charmander that is slightly taller and a different shade of is now red and has a jagged edge on its
Yeah,
head.
yeah.
So
I like Charmeleon more than Charizard, actually,
That is
design wise.
shocking to me.
a lot of people stand Charizard.
Yeah. Pokemon Company stands Charizard too to give him everything they can.
Oh, you wouldn't believe it. How many times has Charizard gotten detention? He's got a Gigantamax, two Mega Evolutions, and in 7 appearances in 8 of the generations.
Jesus
So
Christ.
it only didn't appear in Gen 4.
I mean, honestly, Charizard X, Mega Charizard X is kind of
Mm-hmm.
popping.
X is cool, but
For
yeah, I'd say I prefer X to Y as well.
I was just gonna say, Y is like the more natural version. X is just like the dragon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because the natural thing just made him look like an idiot. I thought he made him
No,
look
Y was
derpy.
cool. Y was
No
fun.
wonder he got one shot into Kalos League.
Oh,
I thought it was derpy as hell.
eh. Most of the megas I think look fairly good. Speaking of megas, do either of you know if in Arceus they're gonna continue with doing Dynamax and Gigamax, or will
Oh
that
God, I
be?
hope not.
I don't think so.
Okay, okay.
Because in Sword and Shield, from what I remember from watching a playthrough, it's said to be only exclusive to Galar because of Eternatus. Well, they
Ah,
could always just retcon that
Oh,
okay.
because
Alvin, what are your opinions on gimmicks in Pokemon games? So Vilnius and I had a discussion about this, like Z moves, Mega Evolutions, and Gigantamax. What do you prefer out of those three, and why?
um, all right. So as a competitive player, uh, I haven't since I play Smogon. I haven't really seen Dynamax that much in singles. I know it's really prevalent in VGC because mechanic is practically balanced for um, doubles, but not singles. So I think Dynamax as a concept is really bland. Like I like the designs, I just don't like it as a mechanic because it's kind of OP and also it's basically make your Pokemon kaiju size.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, that is. You're right.
And okay, I think it's kind of a toss up for me with Megas and Z moves because on one hand, Megas are really good for revitalizing past Pokemon and giving them a touch of the day needed, like Ampharos and Mawile, because
Yeah.
they really were underlooked for a long time. Um,
Yeah.
to be honest, they weren't really that good.
Well, I don't know that Mawile has been revived, honestly.
Like Mawile was pretty bad. Like,
Mawile in general isn't the greatest, but like the Mega Evolution wasn't that great in my opinion either.
No,
I
the
can see that.
Mawile Mega's cool.
It's just a bigger
Eh,
mouth.
it's just kind of bigger. No, Alvin's right
I
though.
mean,
It's
it
just
is
kind of
kind of
bigger.
bigger, but Mawile's design is already so cool. And then
It is a
when
cool
they
design.
Mega Mawile is just really good. Like last generation, it was a threat.
Oh, was it? Yeah, yeah.
Like Gen
That's
7. Oh god. Anyway, I'm getting a little off topic here, but
Oh no, it doesn't
the
matter.
Megas. Well, it did do a lot of some stuff for Pokemon who were under like looked like Kangaskhan. It also gave Megas to Pokemon who really didn't need it. Like, do we really need one for Garchomp?
No, we did not need one for
We don't
Garchomp.
need Mega Garchomp is objectively worse than regular Garchomp.
Yeah, I mean it isn't. It isn't good. It's kind of like how they misstepped with. I mean, I guess it's two different things, but it's kind of like how they like royally screwed up some of like the shinies. Like they made just like there are like 10 shinies that are just green.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Like Machamp. Like
Machamp,
why? Why'd you do that?
Nidoqueen.
Yeah, it's like why'd you bother? And it's the same thing with like Garchomp.
It's
And
purple as a shiny and Mega as a Mega.
yeah, I know. It's like, I'd have to look at the list of other stuff to see,
It's like
you know,
I'm personally
what else.
disappointed by Nidoqueen's shiny because it's clear they were trying to reverse the colors of Nidoqueen and Nidoking.
Yeah,
Are either of you into shiny hunting in games?
not at all.
No, I don't have the patience.
Exactly. It takes so much time.
Well, if you
Yeah,
ask
no, I
A
don't.
Drive that or any other shiny hunter, you might get a different response.
Perchance.
Yo, some of the megas are kind of bad though. I gotta be honest. Some of the designs I really don't like. I think they could have put more effort into Kangaskhan. It's basic. It's just there's no change in what it looks like really.
The baby just comes out.
Look, the baby comes out, but that's it. Like there's no.
I mean, it's like
Um,
a
I do not like Gengar Mega at all.
what?
I haven't liked it ever though. I
Kangaskhan
think it's
Mega
silly
is
looking.
like. I mean, it's cool because it changes the way that like it plays in the game. And as for Gengar Mega,
yeah, which is really cool.
It
It's
was
dynamic.
like Mega Kangaskhan was really broken, so broken that they had to nerf it in Gen 7.
Yeah.
And Mega Gengar, I like Mega Gengar because he's like stuck in the ground. He's like coming out of it.
Yeah, I guess
It
so.
like leans
I feel
more
like-
into the ghost aspect of it. And his spikes are I don't know, I like the spikes. I like the two massive ear spikes a lot.
Yeah. Also, this may just be me, but I don't like Mega Gyarados at all.
It's
I
just
think
a
it looks
giant
really
angry
derpy.
shrimp.
I agree on this
It
one.
looks really
Mega
derpy.
Gyarados is kind of lame.
Also, Aerodactyl. Nah, dude. It's just spiky. It's not. It's got a beard. Why is it? It didn't need a beard.
I like the
I
beard.
wonder if like prehistoric Pokemon like Aerodactyl, is it Mega like its old form or is it?
That's
Oh,
interesting.
that's
to
a
think
good
about.
question. That's an interesting point to give.
That'd be cool if it was. I'd like that
Also,
lore implication. In regards to Aerodactyl's beard, I'm not a big fan of Mega Aerodactyl, but I do like the trend of giving facial hair to Pokemon. Like a lot of
It
the
is kind
stuff
of
in
funny.
You mean Ampharos?
Ampharos added. Some of the stuff in Sword and Shield did, like Thievul. I don't know.
Incineroar has hella facial
I just
hair,
find
dude.
it to be like really funny and
Incineroar.
silly looking, and I
Well,
love
sort
that.
of.
I love the silly looking Pokemon.
Yeah, dude, Ampharos went so far away from what you would have thought it was at first sight. It was like, all right, fine. Like, I was not like, oh yeah, they're gonna just put a lot of white hair on Ampharos. That's the mega.
The white hair
You
gives
know?
it dragon powers.
Also, yeah, that's pretty sick. One of my favorites though, by far, Houndoom, sorry.
Oh, Houndoom design. That's a really cool design. It's like got its.
It is
It's got
just
its
like
bones become like armor.
Yeah.
it's like a hellhound. It becomes a hellhound.
Yeah.
It's amazing looking. I love it.
Well, they could have gone for like a 3-headed dog, but they kind of already went for that with Hydreigon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, if it had become Cerberus, that would be pretty cool too. There was some stuff that just didn't change enough for me though, like Gardevoir. I mean, it's good. I like Gardevoir and I like the Mega, but it's pretty much the same thing.
except with a larger dress.
Banette, they did a good job with Banette.
Banette has a really cool design. I love it.
I really like that.
It's just really
Manectric,
clever.
nah. Manectric looks like he would be half the speed when he's Mega.
He just looks like a giant lightning bolt. Do they really not think of anything?
Yeah, it's just it's really lame. They just kind of like stuck a big outfit on top of him. It's like when someone puts like
More
a
like he had a
costume on
fat
their
back.
poodle for Halloween.
The Lucario is good too.
Mega Lucario is cool. I like him a lot,
I
especially
really like
because
that.
they give you him in the game.
I also really
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the adaptation from Mega Lucario in the anime. Like that was a really good mini arc. There's like this in X and Y. There's this arc about Mega Lucario and Karina mastering it with her Lucario
Mhm.
since she had
Oh.
problems. I really like that one.
That's good. I have not kept up with the show. Has the show stayed the same quality, would you say?
Um, that's kind of debatable. Like I remember really liking X and Y, but I'm not
Hmm.
sure on my thoughts on it right now because I haven't watched it since like 2017. And
Ah,
I
yeah.
used to hate Sun and Moon, but because of the art style, but
Hmm.
now I'm more receptive to it. So I'm gonna give it a chance. So far I remember like liking it, but it's kind
Yeah.
of slow so far. But and then there's Journeys. I think Journeys a mixed bag, and right now.
I've not watched any of Journeys, but I am a fan of like, breaking the Ash and the one female friend, one male friend formula. Uh, I think it's kind of cool that they've decided to swap up the gimmick or the dynamic after all of these years, um, and try something
Yeah, I
new.
think it gets stale.
And I want to watch Sun and Moon. I haven't seen even a single episode of Sun and Moon, but I want to watch it just so that I can see Ash finally win.
Oh, it's glorious in Japanese. Well, actually, the league finals aren't really that stellar because I remember that you reuse animation. So, but like after the finals, his battle with Kukui, it's just really great. Like the final clash between Pikachu and Tapu Koko. It's I feel like
Oh.
the dub didn't really have fitting music.
Hmm.
Yeah, Tapu Koko is kind of popping.
Oh,
He, I, I,
anyway,
I really like Tapu Koko.
Tapu Koko has a pretty good design.
Yeah.
And, oh, what were you saying about Mega Vidro?
I cut that bit because we just skipped over what he said. But imagine that Jay was talking about Megabedro for a minute.
Oh, I think Mega Beedrill he's one of my favorite Mega designs. He becomes like 5 pronged.
Oh, Megabedro. I think this
The
falls under the
resting
I quite
boat for
like him.
me. The complaint you were having about some of these just not changing enough. That kind of goes for
Oh,
me.
okay.
It just kind of he's there.
grows.
It's not bad.
It's
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I don't know. I just been a bit. I also have a Mega Beedrill in my deck, so
Ooh, yes, yes.
one of my Pokemon decks. So I may be partial because I really like him.
Hmm. I feel the same way. Sometimes there'll be like a card I have, or I'll have a thing in a game, and that will drastically change my feelings towards a thing.
Mega Beedrill is stupid good too.
Is he?
Yeah, it does like 40 damage and then poisons, except the poison does 40 damage per turn.
Hmm.
oh wow, sounds like
Like the card is broken.
Getting a bit more on topic. Uh, shall we get into the Diamond and Pearl remakes? What do you guys think of those?
um about Diamond and Pearl remakes. We don't really know a whole lot about them
Hmm.
aside from the statement that they want to be as faithful as possible. And we've seen some screenshots of what the game looks like the chibi art style,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I'm they're just growing on me still. But I feel like it looked better if they had outlines and
That's true.
if they fixed the proportions a bit.
The
But
proportions are
otherwise, I
really
really like the
weird.
backgrounds.
Yeah, the
The
proportions
backgrounds
are
do
weird.
look good. The proportions are like they're trying to match it to like exactly the proportions of how they were in the pixel art, and it just doesn't translate into 3D at all. In regards to the being
Yeah,
faithful, that is like my ideal remake of a game is just 1-to-1, but now with a more up-to-date art style and perhaps some edits to make the gameplay itself more functional if there were any problems originally. But
yeah. So I haven't gotten around to playing Gen 4 yet, but I heard that in the original Diamond and Pearl games, there was a big problem with fire type distribution,
hmm,
and they fixed that in Platinum. So if they copy the original Diamond and Pearl games 1-to-1, then they might also replicate that flaw as well.
yeah, it'd be good to fix that. Hmm.
But they did have Porygon Z, so they're probably adding some changes, but we don't know that much yet.
Hmm.
Uh,
Hmm. Yeah, it was the first time they'd spoken about it in that Pokemon Presents Pokemon 25th Anniversary video, or
yeah. I also checked the website when the game came out, when the trailer came out.
Mhm.
It didn't really have much else to offer. It just talked about the starters and the legendaries. But to be fair, now I'm kind of cautiously optimistic about the game because, well, with Pokemon's current track record nowadays, they're willing to cut corners to
Yeah.
make a profit and lower the quality. And it looks like so. I've seen this comparison a lot on the internet. Have you guys ever heard of the Link's Awakening remake?
Yes, I have.
Yes, I have.
So in that game, the DP remakes look a lot like that, but
Hmm.
the Link's Awakening looks a lot more polished, so to speak, because it looks like it has more life and care put into its arts, into its graphics and overall gameplay, I guess. But I don't know. I haven't
Yeah,
really
this
played it since I don't have
feels
the Switch.
this feels rather rushed. It almost looks like a there's this one like Pokemon knockoff mobile game, Dracomon Masters. It's like
Wait,
and it well not one to
what?
one. The art isn't exactly similar, but like sort of the polish, it just feels like they're kind of making this to capitalize on all of that please remake Diamond and Pearl hype cuz like this game is going to sell a lot just on the basis of it being a Diamond and Pearl remake even if it isn't good. So I feel
Yeah.
like I would
Mhm.
not put it past Pokemon Company to just kind of half-ass this.
And there's also like, so I don't know if you noticed this, but the DP remakes are in the hands of Game Freak. They're
Oh
working on
yes,
Legends of Arceus.
yeah, they gave it off
Yeah.
to a third party, which is
It's Ilka.
Wait, they did? Ooh.
So some information I found out from like watching some videos. So like the people in charge of developing the DP remakes are this is this company called Ilka. Their main job is doing computer art and working as like a side support for other developers to help develop their 3D models.
mhm.
But they're kind of in full force here, so
So I guess this
they
is
might play it safe.
yeah. Is this their first project that they're fully homing themselves?
I guess so, yeah.
That is
That's
very
concerning.
And
concerning.
also, Junichi Masuda is in. Masuda is in charge of the
Hmm.
remakes. I mean, in directing
Yeah,
the
yeah.
remakes.
They said he was the guy
And
who did Heart Gold and Soul Silver, right? In the trailer.
I think so. Yeah, he also worked on directing the Diamond and Pearl games. I think.
Okay,
Or he used to be a composer.
that's good to hear. That puts
He's
some
still a composer.
confidence in
Yeah.
me because Heart Gold, and Soul Silver are really, really good remakes. And of course, you know the guy working on Diamond and Pearl probably already has some emotional stakes in the creation of this game and wouldn't want to see it fall apart. But still, there are signs that make me quite worrisome.
Yeah. I feel like Pokemon as of late, like it hasn't really chosen to evolve. So
Hmm.
like I'm not really sure if Masuda being on the project will exactly fix everything, but he did work on Diamond and Pearl.
It'll definitely steer it in the right direction. I mean,
Hopefully.
Yeah, it is very concerning that this is an inexperienced team potentially behind this. But I think if the director kind of, if he has a lot of say in it, which I don't know whether or not he will,
Mm,
what level, but I think they'll be able to pull through at the end of the day, hopefully.
yeah. So we don't really know much else other than that, but there is something I want to touch on, and that's the lack of box art they showed.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
They just showed off the logos. They didn't show off the actual covers of the games themselves.
do they usually?
On
they
the
do
website, it just
usually.
shows Dialga and Palkia, but I highly doubt
Hmm.
they're just gonna redo the Diamond and Pearl covers like that. I mean, they'll
That
look
makes
at
me worried that they might just do like a only digital release or something like that.
Oh god.
maybe like with the pandemic.
Hmm. I feel like that wouldn't be a good move though, because they've never done that before. That would be a pretty big risk. But I mean,
But
even then,
realistically, that's
so
the
many
direction we're
people
moving, isn't
already
it?
buy games entirely online, so it wouldn't be too wild.
Yeah, I mean that's the direction we're moving, right?
Hmm.
That's why GameStop and stuff like that are going out of business. It's because they
Hmm.
can't sell the Pokemon games anymore. Because people order them on Amazon.
Bruh,
Yeah, specifically the Pokemon games are the reason GameStop's going out of business.
bruh. I don't know where I'm gonna get my games anymore then.
Curse you, Bezos!
Yeah, Bezos.
So remember like when we were talking about Oraz and Mega Evolution for a bit?
Hmm.
I've
Hmm.
heard like some speculation that Megas could be coming back, but we don't haven't really seen anything.
That would make me very happy. I'm a big fan of the
That would be very
megas.
exciting.
You, I always find it so odd that they decided to just dump them after one game or two
they
games.
they couldn't give Flygon a Mega because of artist block.
Oh, that would be sick as hell, man. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, this is a great opportunity because what did they add? They added like 10, 12 megas in ORAS.
Yeah,
So this is a great opportunity to add, more.
I feel
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
since
Another
oh
12 that
wait.
haven't been touched on.
Also on Oraz, remember how the covers of the games weren't just Groudon and Kyogre, but their primal forms?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So what if we got Primal Palkia and Dialga from Mystery Dungeon? Dialga mainly from Mystery Dungeon. Palkia was definitely from
Okay,
Mystery Dungeon.
that'd be pretty sick.
I am kind of curious, like,
Oh wow.
what direction they're going to take the remake because every remake has a gimmick, right, in some way.
Yeah, they usually like implement the newer thing.
Especially,
I wonder.
yeah, like are they, like, because the primal forms obviously are they gonna bring like are they gonna have primal again, or are they gonna find another way, given that Palkia and Dialga basically represent space time together, right,
There's
in
Yeah,
space
the
time, yeah.
we
universe?
also can't
Like, are they
forget
gonna
about
find
like
space time?
Giratina.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Well, yeah, Giratina too. That's what I'm thinking, right? Is because they didn't do a primal Rayquaza,
They
did
did a
they?
Mega.
Yeah,
They did Mega Rayquaza, but they didn't do Primal, right? So it didn't follow. Now my question now is: are they going to decide to go with the three? Uh, wait, what is Giratina, like, the represent? What does he represent again
Antimatter, I
exactly?
yeah,
think.
yeah.
Antimatter. All right, yeah. So space time and antimatter. Are they going to do all three of them?
Out of the
You
three,
know, in a different form. I don't know.
Giratina is like the
Uh,
only one to have a different
ooh,
form.
Hmm.
here's a good name: is the
The
eternal
eternal
form.
form.
So, oh, I had an idea. So in Platinum, the box art is the origin form of Giratina, like its
Hmm.
flying
Hmm.
form. So maybe they could have origin forms for Palkia and Dialga.
Oh, okay. I like that
Wait,
idea because they've already got the whole Giratina's multiple forms. Would make sense for Palkia and
But
Dialga to have a few others.
they also have orbs,
yeah.
but their orbs just boost their
Yeah, yeah.
power.
The orbs aren't too wild. Uh, God, I'm being reminded of the Darkrai Diamond and Palkia movie and how good that is.
Oh
Talking
boy.
about this, what? So you're a big fan of the anime, Alvin. What do you think of the movies, though?
Well, I haven't really been able to watch that many of the movies.
Hmm.
I've only been able to watch like The Power of Us, which I thought was pretty good at balancing its characters for like a 90-minute time slot and having a big cast to develop.
Was The Power of Us the newest one? Was that the 21st?
It's the most recent English dub one,
Okay.
yeah, but
Yes, I
there's
know
one
it's.
about Zaru now.
Oh, there's one after that. Oh my. I'm a bit behind now. I think I'm 6 movies behind. The last one I saw was Hoopa.
Yeah, Hoopa wasn't really that great from what
No,
I've
it was
heard.
not.
Like I remember, I thought it was sounded cool back in the day, but it sounds like a cluster frick of disaster.
Yeah, it's got a lot going on, and none of it really plays out in any interesting or exciting ways, and it kind of becomes a
Hoopa just
boring, messy slog of a film.
Hoopa in itself is just a kind of crazy Pokemon.
I,
Uh,
I mean, it's just like a interdimensional
I
dude,
don't
right?
yeah,
really think they ever touched on its origins either.
no.
I feel like that would be important to do in the movie of the Pokemon, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
like they did that for Magearna and Diancie. Diancie comes from a cave, and Magearna comes from long, long ago in a distant time period. Yeah,
Steampunk.
Mhm.
Are Magearna and Diancie they're like semi-related, right?
that's it's never really been confirmed.
I mean, they're almost like the design is really close.
Yeah, um, it, ju-
Like I feel like it would make sense for there to be a third one though to complete some sort of trifecta of I don't know.
well, yeah, but we don't
Like
really know.
one is nature or one is that made of by man and one is something else. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really, I'm not really sure, but it could be just a coincidence, or uh, we don't really know that much.
It's kind of cool though. Kind of like a Mesprit, Uxie, and whatever the other one's called.
Mhm.
Aza.
Azelf, yeah.
The lake spirits.
The three of them.
Oh yeah,
It's so weird. Pokemon just has so many like different niche groups of stuff. I feel like it kind
yeah.
of gets lost sometimes. Like, when was the last like I never hear anybody say anything about Azelf and Uxie and the other one that I already
There's
forgot,
way too many legendaries.
Mesprit. And like, like there are popular ones, but there's so many trios of stuff. Like it's
Well,
just a little it gets
they have
lost
the
in the sauce
trios in
sometimes.
each game, or not every game, but in a lot of them. They're the mythicals that they do. Like they
Well,
got Landorus and all those guys.
they usually
Yeah,
have this.
Well, dude, in those but Vilnius in those games in Black and White, they have like three different trios.
I mean, yeah, Black and White. Yeah, they have
The Swords of
Virizion and those
Justice.
They have
guys.
the Swords of Justice. They have the main three, Kyurem, Zekrom,
Well,
and
those
the
don't
other
count.
one.
Those aren't mythics.
Reshiram.
Those are legendaries.
Well, no, I think
Those are
I'm
legendary.
I'm more
Well,
talking about the mythic and legendary pool. I think it's too
you
big.
I
mean
mean,
like
It's just too
I,
much. Too much
it's not
stuff.
that big comparatively, Jay. There are over 800 Pokemon
well, at
now.
least back then.
Yeah,
I
but dude, when was the last time you heard anybody care about literally half the mythic
You
Pokemon?
could say that for
Like
all of Pokemon, Jay. That is true for the entire franchise.
no, but yeah, Vilnius, but the entire franchise isn't made up of Pokemon that are supposed to be important in some way or unique. Some of them are just whatever. Like
I
you
mean,
have a
a
bird
lot of the
every time.
mythics and stuff, Jay,
That's different from
are
yeah.
their
like not meant to be so important story wise. Like they never really are. They're just kind of cool little mysteries beyond the horizon in each specific game. They're not really built to be as shocking or memorable as the legendaries.
yeah, I guess so.
That's
And they aren't,
so
so
like
they succeeded on that.
yeah. I agree with this, and um, mythicals are just like there for like lore or
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
as extra content, but I miss the days when they actually made events for them, because now, ever since X and Y, they just give them to you with mystery gifts, and you don't get any sort of cool events.
No, the events were cool. Yeah, I miss those.
What events
Like
exactly? I don't know.
like in X and Y, they could have stuffed Volcanion in the power
Oh,
plant
that's
with
right. That's right. That's right. Yo,
Hmm.
Volcanion's kind of sick. I think Volcanion's cool, but I don't know.
I
I
think it's
like
pretty sick.
Volcanion.
Yeah.
It's like our first water type,
The first water
fire
fire,
water
yeah.
type.
Yeah, that is a cool pairing. I wish there were more Pokemon that had the. I mean, I understand that it's they're. I understand why there's so few, but I wish there were more that you could choose from the like pairing of two things that don't go together types.
Really wish we had a poison steel type, or
Ice,
That'd be awesome.
ice and fire type.
we already have that. That's Galarian Darmanitan Zen mode
Oh,
form.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
Hmm.
absolutely bonkers.
That's right. I forgot about that. Yo, Galarian Darmanitan is. I absolutely hate that Pokemon. I think it looks so stupid. I just.
That's why it's good, Jay. That's why it's
No,
I
good
feel
no.
like
I
because
do not think that's good villainous. I'm not of that
the Ice
mindset.
type Darmanitan and Sun Extreme looked better.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
I love the massive snowball head on top. It's so funny looking.
I think it's so stupid. But yes, it
I
is
mean,
funny.
I love the silly Pokemon. I am very happy with having a bunch of strange, odd looking, nonsensical looking creatures.
I really hope we get regional variants in GB remakes or something.
That would be interesting. I am a fan of this regional variance thing that they've been doing
Yeah,
since.
but some of them they don't do well. If they do it right, then I'm good, dude.
I mean, I almost don't dislike any of them. There's a handful I don't like, but even the ones people really don't like the Persian, Alolan Persian, which people hate. I love
Oh boy.
Alolan Persian because it is
Why?
just so funny looking. As I said, I
You
love the
mean
silly
Oh,
Pokemon.
you
true.
mean its fat face?
Yeah, it's so funny.
I mean,
um,
the regional variants are fine as long as they make sense. Like Alolan Executor, that's pretty clever. Like,
It is good.
yeah,
It is smart.
Alolan Executor is my favorite. I the palm tree the palm tree thing is such a fun and creative idea. And like I love in Pokemon Go, his head just doesn't fit on the screen.
it's also like that in the games,
Yeah, it
unless you're
is.
Oh yes, yes.
Dynamaxing.
I forgot about that. It's been a long time since I've played Sun and Moon.
Yeah, some of them are clever.
Um,
I do agree
I
with that.
also really like what they did in Sword and Shield. Like, even if they weren't the best, they also introduced the concept of regional variant evolutions.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
that's a cool idea. I am of the mindset that having regional evolutions like I really like the whole lichen rock thing. That's
Oh,
not
that was cool.
that's not really a cross stem, but I think that was a
Mm,
very cool idea.
the only problem was time zones.
Yeah, time zones aren't.
Hmm. I
Yeah,
would agree.
Filmus does agree. He would agree, but he's on the fence.
Wow.
Yeah, I really want to buy a Switch so I can play these new games because Sword and Shield I thought looked cool, but I wasn't that interested in playing it. But Arceus seems like such a fun deviation from the path of the normal games that I really do want to try it out. And I mean, as I said, I'm less interested in the remakes, but I would like to see them because this will be the oh no, it won't be the first 3D remake, but this will be the first 3D remake that is so like close to being the same as the original. Uh it's like a
Yeah, yeah.
3D Heart Gold Soul Silver kind of deal where it doesn't seem to be
Well,
changing
yeah.
anything.
Well, I hope it like changes some stuff and
Yes, of course.
implements like newer updates it with like newer stuff
Hmm.
that and implements it well.
Yeah.
I just I feel like on like both of these games, we have to like be really cautious considering Pokemon's past track record, and also they're kind of in comparison to other games, they're kind of like really behind.
Yeah, technologic or technology wise, Pokemon Company and Game Freak they've never been at the top.
I don't know. I feel like, especially so, like the hardware thing. I, that's one of the problems I'm having with these games. Is I obviously like you guys have not played them, but I must say that when I look at a game like Zelda Breath of the Wild, right, I'm like, wow, that's like a masterpiece, right? A lot about that game. It's taking full advantage of the new power that the Switch offers, in comparison to the DS family of systems, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the new Pokemon games are even more limited. Right now, Arceus is an answer to the question of why are they more limited. I agree with I will acknowledge that, right? Because it's offering an open world, something that a DS could not support, as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As the Switch may be able to, but at the same time, I feel like they really could be doing better on graphics wise. I think obviously funding is one thing, but I think graphics wise they could be putting more
I
into it.
mean,
They could have
funding
made
for
games like Sword
Pokemon
and
is
Shield.
not a concern. Pokemon is the biggest game franchise in the world.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's the highest grossing thing, just highest grossing franchise
Jesus.
of anything.
But yeah,
Um,
I think, yes,
so
visually the new games, I think they have like interesting things going on, but a lot of it is kind of jank looking, and they could go a little.
FPS.
Yeah, yeah.
dude, this Arceus game, dude, the graphics are jank.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the hell is
I mean,
going on, man. I
Arceus
don't like it
isn't
at all.
supposed to come out till 22, so they got a
That's
while
true.
to
If
fix
they're
it. But at the same time, my concern is there.
I feel like
it's
a big problem with Pokemon is that like after X and Y, they went to 3D. They just stopped trying to fix and like change any of the Pokemon battle sprites. Like in Black and White, they like went ham with the animations. They actually made the Pokemon feel alive,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
it looks like they might be doing that in Legends Arceus, but
I mean, Arceus,
so, like
some of the animations I thought looked pretty nice, but they have the one shot of Gallade going close that I thought was not as impressive, but I agree. Some of it does look like they're trying to go above and beyond with this and try to create a new, visually interesting battle uh, style.
yeah, like it's kind of weird. Like people are gonna so if you compare Pokemon from here to back then, like 3D into even though they're like different planes, 2D and 3D, they're functionally the same. Like 1 to 4 has been the same as 6 to 8
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
because they always bob awkwardly in place and stand still.
Yep, pretty much. They just do the up and
They
down
don't even
bounce.
like
There's
they don't even like personalize the animations for the Pokemon.
nope.
But I feel like I can understand that because that could be like a lot of work to do. But still,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm just I know it's like a big stretch to be saying this considering track record, but I just want them to make the Pokemon feel more alive in the overworld.
Yes, there is a. I mean, there is a lot of that where they just kind of feel very robotic. Especially in the older games where, it was just go into the bush and then the thing pops up. They don't even really feel like they're around you. They're just there
That's
could be a
true.
lot done to make the Pokemon world feel more like a Pokemon world.
That's fair.
Like,
Yeah.
imagine if you had a Survivor and a Zangoose, and you put them in together in the same wild area.
Oh my god, that'd be awesome. And they start fighting. Oh,
Like, if they had stuff like that, and actually it live up to the interactions they talk about in the Pokedex, which
yeah,
isn't
yeah.
like the most accurate, but
Yeah. That would be that would blow my mind if I were to open a Pokemon game and like all the lore in the dexes tied exactly into what the Pokemon were doing. That would like I would be the happiest man in the world.
so
You guys got anything else you want to say, or?
No, I don't have anything in particular. I think it's been a interesting discussion we've had here.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Should we do Song of the Week, or does it not fit this format?
Ooh, Alvin, do you have a song of the week? Do you have a song you want to recommend?
I've been listening to Xenoblade 2 soundtrack.
Any particular songs?
I like Counterattack, like not the Smash version, but I really like. It's very good. I feel.
This song Counterattack from the Xenoblade.
I'm not gonna say any. I was gonna say like Drifting Soul, but that song is like for really sad moments and that are pivotal to the story. And I didn't recommend going into the comment section for
Probably a
any
good
of these
idea.
songs because unless you've like watched the entire playthrough or you played for the game yourself.
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah, I guess to continue with the game soundtrack theming, I will go with N's theme from Pokemon Black and
Oh,
White,
that's pretty
which
nice.
is my favorite song from Pokemon, probably. I think it just, I don't know, it brings back the most memories from that game to me. And that's always a good thing, 'cause that's my favorite game. I am a liar. My favorite song from any Pokemon game is Snowbell City from X and Y, the Snowbell City theme. Yeah, goodbye.
For me, I don't have a game soundtrack, but I'll recommend something from a soundtrack. Listen to Manatsu no Setsuna from the Darling in the Franxx soundtrack. That's a great song. It's the second ending. So do that. Otherwise, I don't
Yes,
know
yes.
what you will do with the rest of your week, you know? So.
And yeah, Alvin, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, my friend.
If you're listening to this, definitely make sure to go check out Alvin's channel, pokelover174. He makes a lot of showdown content. He's done a few playthroughs of other games like Mega Man Zero Resurrection.
I might branch
Yeah.
out to more general content, but I'm not sure yet.
Ooh. Yeah, do it, do it.
I mean, I was
I'd watch
thinking of
anything
doing
you
a
make.
video on GP remakes last week, but
That would be cool. I would like that.
Yeah, same.
So yes. Definitely check him out. Maybe subscribe to this channel or follow on your if you're on Spotify. And
yeah,
with that, we shall bid you adieu, and
adieu.
hopefully we'll see you all next week. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
yeah.
I'm recording a podcast, Dad.
The happiest man in the world is currently recording.